What's up, money growers? Jacob back here with another video to help you guys out in 2022 when it comes to Navy Federal, particularly those of you that are looking to build credit or rebuild credit. And we're going to be talking about the Navy Federal nRewards secured credit card that lets you earn rewards while building your credit. Now, this one is different than the other five credit cards they have because it's a secured card, and the other ones they have are all unsecured. So when you look over here, here's the secured card they offer, and then the other five are all of their unsecured credit cards that you can get over time, and you can graduate to these if you're doing well with your secured card. So the secured card is a little bit different than the rest of the card just because it is secured versus unsecured. So we're going to talk about some of the benefits that come with it, how you can graduate on this card, and also some of the other things you just need to know with Navy Federal's credit cards in general, particularly as you graduate from a secured card to unsecured and you're building out your credit and helping build your financial future. Let's go ahead and subscribe to the channel, guys, and tell me if this video is helpful down below. If you've gotten the nRewards card in the past, I'd really like to hear about it and hear about your experience, because the only card I have with Navy Federal is the flagship right now. That's the only one that I have. So we'll look at this card here. So the nRewards secured credit card. Now, what you can do, it'll come down here, it'll show you this card is best for establishing credit or a new credit card user or rebuilding credit. Now, be advised, if you're new to credit, then you're probably going to get guaranteed or probably going to get approved for this card. If you're rebuilding credit because you had some bad issues in the past, regardless of what they were, it's possible you can get denied for this secured credit card. It's happened to people. You hear about the data points where people who've had some credit issues still get denied for a secured credit card from Navy Federal. So it is possible. They do have a pre-qualification tool here you can use. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And so here's just some of the rates, fees, rewards, some of the benefits. You have an 18% interest rate on this card. That is the highest Navy Federal goes on any of their credit cards is 18%. So it's not going to go over that. There's no 24.99 or 28.99 like other banks and credit unions have. Now with this card, what's also cool is you have no annual fees, no balance transfer fees, no forward transaction fees, and no cash advance fees. I don't know of any other place that offers, maybe there could be another credit union that has all four of these where they have no fees, but it's pretty rare. It's pretty rare to see this. Now, rewards, you get 1 point per dollar spent. So you are getting some rewards for spending, which is pretty cool. Now, here's what, as we scroll, here we go. Here's how it works. So this is a section on this card that they don't even have on the rest of theirs because this is different being a secured card. Now, what you do is you deposit at least $200 into your membership savings account. I believe the max is $5,000 you can do. So if you can do more than 200, I would recommend 200. If you're trying to stay like under, you're trying to keep your utilization low. If you're trying to keep your utilization, say, under 10%, well, 10% of 200 is $20. Like, that's not a lot of wiggle room and not much that you can work with financially, and to buy anything. So if you can do 500, if you can do more, I mean, I would say, hey, and you got the leeway to do it, I would suggest doing it. So you have to put this in. This is before submitting your application to back your spending. If approved, we'll hold your deposit in your account as your card's credit limit. So it's your own money going to the account. That's the whole part that makes it secured, is this card's spending is secured by your own money being in the account. An unsecured card means that you're going to spend, they let you, say, give you a limit of $5,000, $10,000. You go spend that money first. You have nothing to back it other than like the trust they have in you that you're going to pay it back. So they're basically giving you a loan every time you use the credit card. And then you have to pay that loan back at the end of your billing cycle. But this is based on your money you have in your account. So it talks about you'll earn rewards with your card, while also earning dividends on your deposit. So it's cool. It's not going to be a lot, but it's cool what they have. So after just 3 months, you could be eligible for an upgrade. Now, what this means is they'll provide you with an additional credit to allow for spending beyond your deposit. So say you only put $200 in, you have 3 months, you're doing well. And then they say, all right, we're going to give you, a $500 limit now or whatever, just throwing out numbers here. Well, the $500 that you have available now, that $200 is yours you put in, but the extra $300, that's not yours. You don't have to put in more money. So if you're doing well, they'll give you an additional limit, but you won't have to go and put in more money. Now, then at 6 months, they're going to review your account monthly to see if you're eligible to have your hold removed and be upgraded to a cash rewards unsecured card. Cash rewards card right now, actually, it's doing a 1.75% cash back if you have direct deposits Navy Federal. If you don't, it's still 1.5%. So it's a good card to have with them. So you can get as soon as 6 months, you can graduate to a cash rewards unsecured credit card. And then I've heard of people taking up to a year, even more, to graduate. So part of it could just be depending on circumstances. But obviously you want to manage your money as best you can so that you can get out of this secured card as soon as possible and get an unsecured card and continue going from there. Some of the other benefits and things they offer with this card right here. They show this is pretty common among just about all of their cards. Now, things you're going to want to know when it comes to Navy Federal, and part of this is going to be more so when you get to your unsecured credit card, is Navy Federal, they prefer a customer waits 3 billing cycles or about 91 days before asking for a credit limit increase or applying for another credit card. So you can apply before then, but you're just more likely to get denied either for a new card or for a credit limit increase. Now, people typically say, if you want the credit limit increase, apply online. Do it online or on the app. That way it's more likely to be a soft pull. I did it online. It was a soft pull for me. Over the phone, I've heard it's more likely to be a hard pull because the rep is going to actually manually initiate it. But I've had, one rep told me it doesn't matter, which obviously that's incorrect because all these data points I'm seeing in my own experience say it was not a hard pull when I did it online. Another rep, he did tell me that, sometimes it can be a hard pull over the phone, sometimes it can be a soft pull, and sometimes it can even be automatic, but an automatic approval, but it's like 5% or 10% of the time it's automatic. Now, you are allowed up to 3 credit cards with Navy Federal as the primary. So once you finish with your nRewards secured card, you go up to the Cash Rewards. Now, that's your first credit card that you'll have with them, or your first unsecured credit card where you are the primary user on it. If you get added to other people's cards as an authorized user, you can do that almost unlimited because it's other people's cards. But your 3 primary credit cards are the most you can have. Now, with all 3 of those primary credit cards, your limit is $80,000, whether you have 1, 2, or 3 credit cards. Now, if you get like the Cash Rewards card, all of their unsecured credit cards except one have a limit of $50,000. So if you get the Cash Rewards, you can build that up to $50,000 limit over time. Now, you still have $30,000 in wiggle room on the credit limit. So if you want to get a second card or third card, you absolutely can. If you want to have just the flagship card, the flagship card is the one card that by itself can go up to $80,000. That's the one I have. So if I want just to keep that one card and eventually get the limit up to $80,000, I can, but I will not be able to get a second or third card because I've hit the $80,000 limit right here. So you can get 1, 2, or 3 cards Navy Federal, divide it up how you want, but you will not be able to get more than an $80,000 credit limit between those 3 cards. Navy Federal typically pulls from TransUnion, sometimes Equifax, but my experience, it was TransUnion. The vast majority of the data points I've seen have said TransUnion. I can't think of too many people that I've heard say that they got a hard inquiry from Equifax. One rep told me it's like 90% TransUnion, 10% Equifax. Another one told me 50-50. Another one says, well, we could pull from all 3. Like, okay, I know that's the politically correct answer. I know you could. Any credit card company could pull any of the 3 bureaus, but Navy Federal leans heavily towards TransUnion from everything I've seen. Now, you also have a pre-qualification tool you can use. And you can use this actually before you even do this before you even apply for the nRewards card, where you're going to put in some personal info, and then you're going to state your income on there. And it will tell you after you do go through that process, which, let's see, if we go up here, pre-qualify me. So just even on their credit card homepage and on the other credit card pages, they'll have the pre-qualification tool. So you go through this, and it'll tell you what you pre-qualify for, but understand that just because you pre-qualify, it is not a guarantee you are going to get approved when you apply for that card. The pre-qualification will not hurt your credit score, but when you do apply for the card, you are going to get that hard inquiry. So pre-qualification tool has no impact on your credit score. If you do choose to apply, you are going to get a hard inquiry. One thing people like to do too with the secured credit card, especially if they're rebuilding credit, to try to help them out with Navy Federal, is they'll take out a pledge loan for like say $250 for 6 months, and that's secured too. Just like the nRewards card is secured by your money, so is a pledge loan secured by your own money. So they'll take a loan out for like $250. They'll pay off like $225 it like immediately. They'll pay it off like right away, and then there's only $25 left in the account to pay off over the next 5 months. So what they'll do is then they'll set up automatic payments to pay $5 a month until the loan is done. The 6-month loan is over with. They pay almost nothing in interest because the amount is so small that they have in there. And then right after they take the $225 out immediately, they will use that to apply for a nRewards secured credit card. So now they have a loan with Navy Federal they're showing, and then they also can try to get a secured credit card with Navy Federal. So if you want to wait to pay off the pledge loan first, you can, to show Navy Federal you're responsible with your money as you're rebuilding credit. Then you can apply for the secured card after that. Or some people, like I said, they take the money, they pay off a big chunk of they put the money in the pledge loan, they pay off a big chunk of the pledge loan like right away, and then they just set up the rest for automatic payments after that. and they take that chunk that they paid right away on the loan, they take it out and use that as their deposit for a secured credit card with maybe Federal. You can try that as well. There's lots of different tools and things you can do. If you have questions, call them. The reps that I've found it usually be pretty helpful. A few times I have gotten some bad information, but the vast majority of the time they are pretty helpful. The information is usually pretty on point. They are plenty nice when I talk to them on the phone, so I haven't any issues with that. But these are just some of your options when it comes to the nRewards secured card. If you guys have had this card, I'd like to hear about it down below. If you're thinking about getting this card, tell me about it. If you got any questions, things like that, please put them in the comments section. I appreciate you guys sharing down there, doing what you can to help each other out. It's really big because lots of people just don't know this information. You're not taught this in school. The vast majority are not taught this in home. So I appreciate you guys being down there and helping each other out in the comments section. So with all that being said, thanks for spending part of your day here with me. I really do hope this was able to be helpful to you guys. And next time, excuse me, and until next time, keep growing your money.